Hi everyone, my name is Sebastián Barrera Garduño and I'm going to present my final learning outcome of International Treaties on Human Rights. Okay, so the case is the prosecutor versus Rodrigo Maras. The crime, after our analysis, we can identify the types of crimes that there are, is the war crimes, the crimes against the humanity, and the genocide. So, the competence, thanks to the Article 5, we can see the crimes within the jurisdiction of the court, where he explains that the jurisdiction of the court will be limited to the most serious crimes of importance to the international community as a whole. The court shall have jurisdiction in accordance with this statute with respect to genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, and aggression. The court will exercise jurisdiction over the crime of aggression once a provision is approved in accordance with Articles 121 and 123, in which the crime is defined and the conditions under which it will do as so are stated. The provision shall be consistent with the relevant provision of the Charter of United Nations. Other articles like Article 6 that talks more specifically about genocide, the Article 7 on crimes against humanity, and the Article 8 on war crimes. These topics already mentioned above. The process that we carried out by us so that the matter can be taken by the International Criminal Court. The case refers to the accusation against Mr. Rodrigo Maras, former director of the Caballeros de la Misericordia School in Colombia, for his alleged participation in crime and genocide through the forcible transfer of children from one ethnic group to another. So one of the issues that I'm going to mention is why will the prosecutor office consider that is enough to prove that Mr. Maras acted with the purpose of facilitating the crime of genocide? Another issue is why the defense will reject that sexual assaults can be classified as a crime of genocide or crimes against humanity. And another issue is it necessary to reject the prosecutor's office to prepare summaries of the statements of witness and to favor the evidence, the statements of with the expugnments that are necessary to preserve their anonymity. So, one proposal that I suggest is, as the prosecutor, we consider and take the position that it's not necessary to act with special intent in the factor of destroying a national, racial, ethnic, or religious group to incur liability for complicity. As mentioned in Article 25, this agrees with the crime of genocide simply because of the fact that you cannot kill a group, exclude and eliminate a group, you cannot prohibit and not allow them to reproduce. So this limiting and depriving the possibilities of continue to procreate and reproduce. Also the fact of sexual assaulting them is they consider all these acts as genocide to this group, like those that occur in the case. As for last one, as a prosecutor, it's enough to provide that Mr. Maras act with the motive of facilitating the crime of genocide, taking into account that the legal representation of the victims will understand that the element proposed by the prosecutor is too high, and that they consider it to be sufficient proof that Mr. Maras acted in order to comply with the legal obligations imposed by the Plan for Order and National Progress and Resolutions as the director of Colegio Caballeros de la Misericordia, knowing that by acting in the manner he was facilitating the commission of a crime of genocide. So, that's for all.